Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Texas, back with the MUTMen podcast, episode number 82. And we're joined by the illustrious host himself, Gut Fox. How's it going, man?
Not too bad, Texas. I tried to think of something maybe for this podcast, like a story. Like, you always have a good hook at the beginning of the podcast. I'm always asking and trying to set up you, but I really don't have anything myself. How are you doing, Texas?
I'm doing good, I just got back from Texas, which I'm glad I went, but coming back was the worst thing ever. Because
classic Texas. You got a story to start off.
Yeah, I always gotta have something, man.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
So I flew to Texas with an awesome sister picked me up. Celebrated my niece's birthday. She turned 9, by the way. Also, she told me she had a classmate in her class that's 9 that watches me, which I found weird and hard to believe. Because why would a 9-year-old watch me on YouTube? Like, you're getting butt tips and stuff. What are we doing?
Because you're so used to watching them, right?
Yeah, right? In the park,
on
the
internet?
Binoculars.
Oh, park. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just way super dark right there. But so on the way back, I'm on the bus, taking the Greyhounds to the plane because I didn't want to bother my family to take me to the bus station at 3 a.m. in the morning, or the airport at 3 a.m. in the morning. So I took a bus down there, and so I sit next to a crying baby. But luckily, I got headphones. But not everybody on the bus had headphones. One of the guys said, "Hey, yo, shut that baby up," which I found like shocking because this dude was mad. It's late at night. He wants to sleep, baby crying. And then somebody had the most wisest answer in response to this man. He said, "Let that baby do baby things." And I just said, "All right, that's facts, man. That's deep." I was just dying.
It's not bad, yeah.
I was like, "Yo, this dude really responded to this dude saying, 'Shut a crying baby up' to let that baby do baby things." And I just could not help but start laughing. So let baby do baby things. So don't get mad at him. That's word of the day.
It's a very good it's a very good saying for the MUT community too, right?
Right. Let EA do EA things because they know they're gonna do it. So don't get mad about it.
Let's introduce our guest, Dmoney.
Money. What's going on, man?
Oh, that was really exciting. I really like that. Yeah. What's going on? First time. Long overdue, but we finally were able to make it. We're finally able to sync up the schedules.
He said long overdue, like we've been holding him back and not having him on like 17 episodes ago.
No, yeah. I held you guys back.
Yeah, I believe it. So I don't know which way to go with that. Dmoney, I kind of want to go through your YouTube journey. It's an interesting journey. Can you actually give us a background? How long you been playing Madden? How long you been on YouTube for? And plug yourself too. Yeah.
And what was the third one?
Plug yourself too.
Plug myself.
Right, tell us why we should like you.
You want me to plug myself? Hold on. Oh, hashtag always plug. Shout out Jake Paulers. First off, Twitter at Dmoney_VQ. YouTube, youtube.com/pick6madden tips or Dmoney YouTube. Snapchat, just Dom Conti, DOMCONTI. I don't have an Instagram. I can't plug myself that much. But I've been playing Madden probably since Madden 10 or which one? What was the one with Vince Young on the cover?
Ooh,
had to be 08, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
That was probably my first ever Madden. So
it was 08. Yep.
Yeah, so I slowly, I didn't play that much. I was young. This was like almost 9 years ago. I was like 11 years old, and so I was barely playing, and then Madden 2012, I got into Madden team play, like on game battles. And me and my best friend from middle high school at the time were number 1 on the leaderboard. We were 113-3. We're the best in the world. And I started posting Madden videos back then of gameplays, tips, different things like that. And then I stopped. And it's funny because as we talk a little bit more about like how everything went downhill, uphill, whatever the case, a lot of the people that don't like me in the Madden community now were like my best friends back in Madden 12, like on game battles. Like we would talk all the time. We'd play with each other, against each other, like have fun, joke around on the forums, things like that. But then stopped uploading on YouTube. I think I took a year or 2 off Madden and then picked it back up, Madden 25. Madden 16 started my YouTube channel. That was when like I blew up. I think I gained like 8,000 subs my first year, like starting from the bottom. Then we were there, and then
you took 17 off. You took Madden 17 off, right?
No. Well, no. 17 I uploaded until 17 was supposed to be my glory year because I got Madden early. I was able to get the beta, and I had the game about 3 months early, and I was playing that. I knew what YouTube videos to make. I knew what tip videos to make. I probably stocked up on like 20 YouTube videos the day that the game came out on EA Access of just tips and gameplays. I thought it was my golden year, but then I think it was earlier this year. It might have been February. I just gave up because I was just so tired of the game. Like Madden 17, I just couldn't play it anymore. It was just Nickel Blitz 2. Nickel Blitz 2. And I said, I'm done playing this. I couldn't do it. I had to stop. I was losing hair. And
so for everybody that's kind of like looking for a new YouTuber to watch, how are you going to promise them that you're not going to stop again because you've done it twice already?
Oh, well, yeah, that's actually tough. I think I'm more set up now. I think like now I have an editor for my videos, so all I have to do is sit down in front of a camera and press the record button, and I'm okay. I have somebody for thumbnails, I can't promise that I won't stop. We're going to talk about VQ later, but unless that blows up to the point where I can't do both at the same time and then work a full-time job, that would be the only reason why I can't upload. But if I couldn't upload, I would be streaming. I'm going to have time to do at least one of them.
So like even if it does happen, we'll just enjoy you while we got you. All right. So you talked about VQ. What does VQ stand for in your name?
VQ it's just for Vanquish. It's Vanquish Gaming. It's just an esports organization from way back in the day. They used to win Call of Duty. They won a Call of Duty championship. I think it was UMG Dallas, like way back in the day with like Fizzerp, like Dito, John, a lot of like really top Call of Duty players now. And then earlier this year, I think around April when I quit Madden YouTube, I think about a month before that is when I knew I was going to buy this organization. It went up for sale, and I was already going to start. I don't know if you remember this, Gut Fox. I don't know if I even hit you up. I might have, but I started that group YouTube channel with a bunch of other YouTubers like JP Storm, or what's his? This is pathetic. I forget his name. Smoking Big Mike. I had like VD on there. It's called Explicit Madden. It was just a bunch of YouTubers, smaller YouTubers. We would just all upload on this own channel, uploading tips and everything like that. Just like having the community go to a specific channel only for blitzes, things like that from like I think it was like 5 different YouTubers. But I was gonna start an organization anyway, pick up a pro player, pick up streamers, and try to start from the bottom. But then VQ like came along, and I was like, I have to pull the trigger. Like if I want to do this, like the time is now. So
I gotcha. Was it Popular Stranger? No, it wasn't the other person. I'm trying to think of who the other. It was another review person, wasn't it? Person who did reviews
for
the Explicit Madden.
No, it was I forget the guy's name. It's crazy. I don't know. Okay. I had like 6 of them.
Is it Ish De La Ish?
Ish De La Ish, yes. He was awesome. He's the man. To this day, he's still the man. I really like him. I miss talking to him every day. He was such a cool guy.
Yeah. All right. So moving on from that. So with VQ and your kind of transformation in 16, you were posting a lot of blitzes, and I think the competitive community got kind of mad at you. Now the competitive community was kind of smaller at the time. It's still a lot of the same people to this day that are really competitive Madden. It's actually generally the same people. Why did they started hating on you in 16?
In 16, I ran into an issue where I wasn't only posting my own blitzes. I was like, subscribers and followers, they would DM me. They would post on like my YouTube comments. They would YouTube message me from time to time, and they'd send me like blitz setups. And at the time, I was obviously a small YouTuber. I was just like, oh, this dude just sent me 4 blitzes. That's 4 days of videos that I don't have to think of something. So the dude would just say like, just give me credit. So I'd upload a video. At the end of the video, I'd say like, shout out to this dude's Twitter ad or this dude's YouTube, and thank him for the blitz. And long and behold, eventually it got to the point where all of these guys were sending were getting these blitzes from these pro Madden players and these tip websites, and they were buying these ebooks, and then they were getting mad about it, and they were giving me the blitzes. So I was essentially posting all of these dudes' blitzes, and I didn't know until everybody exposed and was like, "Yo, he's stealing blitzes. He's stealing." That's all it was.
I gotcha. With that, it feels like the scene's kind of transformed in the last 2 years for blitzes. I see a lot of channels now focusing on competitive Madden and basically the meta blitzes and the popular things being run online. So it feels like there's less hate towards those YouTubers now that are posting blitzes, and a lot of them, than there was back when you were doing it. Why do you think that is?
Well, that was another thing that we're going to talk about later. But Madden 16, there was so many blitzes that you can run, if you remember that.
Yeah, that's true.
You had you had the loop blitz, you had that cover 2 man out of big dime, you had that 3-4 odd that I think Tweezy or BZ came out with from Madden coaches. You had the 3-fire buzz that I posted from $326. Like, those were just like 4 solid defenses that you can run, and that was just a year where there were so many different.
There was a lot more gap heat. Yeah,
exactly.
Protection, so a lot more blitzes will be because of that.
Yeah, so everybody at the time was always trying to look for like one better than what they found before, where now, since it's only edge heat, if you can find a consistent edge heat blitz these past 2 years, like, they're going to find that and they're just going to settle. They don't, anything else posted, it's no big deal. But
yeah, I get because almost every single edge heat is set up similarly, or a looping blitz. It's all almost the same setup generally. I see what you're saying. That makes sense. So what else were we going to talk about? YouTube. Okay, so that's kind of your journey, and we'll get more into competitive here in a little bit. But I think the biggest thing coming up in MUT in the next few days is the Halloween promo. So with the Halloween promo coming, I kind of want to go through what's to be expected. What are you guys hoping for? Dmoney actually thought of this question before we started the podcast. Who do each of you think is going to be the big draw? Who's going to be the master, the boss of the Halloween promo? Texas, let's hear from you first.
So me and the guys in Skype talked about this for a while. I did a stream last night. People were giving suggestions of who they want to see as a master. The only guy that makes most sense, if they go legend-wise, is a Lawrence Taylor or Ray Lewis. But if they go current player, it should have been James Harrison, but he got a Mud Hero card for some reason. I don't know. I don't think James Hero is a hero in that way. Maybe more of a villain. But okay, I whatever. But if they decide to go regular player, Julio Jones or Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, James Harrison's more of an anti-hero. He's awesome.
Yeah,
like, dude, he won the game. Like, that last sack in Kansas City this week. That was huge.
I was watching that game on the way back, and I was like, I saw the first play where Alex Smith threw that ball away on 2nd and 10. I was like, Harrison might get a sack this next play, and then he shortened his stance, got close to the tackle, and ran right by him. Alex Smith took a sack on 3rd and 10. And then the game was over after that. Like,
well, he was there. He was there in 2 seconds. It was a pretty good rush. He jumped that snap pretty well.
Dude's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. All right, Dmoney, who do you think is going to be the Halloween master?
That's tough. Who was it last year? Wasn't it Brian Dawkins?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who I would assume, but I don't think they would do the same person 2 years in a row. And Sean
wait. Sorry, it was Urlacher in 17, Dawkins in 16.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think they're gonna put the same a guy that like twice, I guess, in years. I don't know if it's ever happened like that. I'm kind of new to MUT, and then Sean Taylor's obviously already in the game. I just look at most feared as just a big hitting dude that, like, you just look at a defense, you're just like, I don't want to see that dude. And I honestly this year I don't even know who it could be that's like big named and all that. I don't know. That's why I was asking you guys. I have no idea.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I think everybody's kind of hoping for an Ed Reed or Troy Polamalu. Dmoney, is your mother yelling at you back there?
No. That's my little brother getting yelled at. I was about to mute my mic so you guys didn't have to hear it.
Sorry, I just thought I don't know. I don't know why
I brought
that
funny,
up.
though?
Yeah, it is kind of funny. One of those classic videos. So, hopefully like Ed Reed or Troy Polamalu. Ideally, as a Steelers fan, it'd be Troy Polamalu for me, but I think Tex is kind of on it. Do you think we're going to get a card we already have in the game and Ray Lewis, though, Tex?
I mean, we got Jerry Rice coming out soon for those that go to the Burbank, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did that.
Yeah, but that's kind of like a minor reward. Going to a competitive Madden tournament, it's funny that they have to bribe people to come and show up for competitive.
And then you can get there and you realize you got
Uh-huh.
gypped, because what's going to happen? That's a slur now. I can't use the word gyp no more. You're going to go there and realize
Gyp's a slur?
I think gyp's a slur to gypsies, but I don't think any gypsies watch these videos.
Oh.
But just to be quote unquote socially aware, I'm gonna just say to get scammed, they're gonna get, I don't even know if you're gonna get a guarantee Jerry Rice. I think the first tournament they did last year, they gave out codes, and the second one they realized people were getting codes and selling them to where they had to do raffles. So we'll see how they do this year for the Jerry Rice code. But I think Ray makes the most sense, since they gave all the cards that's supposed to get these most feared hero cards. Like if you look at the list, Cam Chancellor, Terrell Suggs, Patrick Peterson.
Yeah.
Like they gave all these guys that should have been getting the Halloween cards, hero cards. So I'm thinking Ray, just because that's the only one that makes sense to me, unless they get a Devontae's perfect, which would be kind of funny. Because he's like 82 speed, but like 99.
That would be a really good one, actually.
I think J.J. Watt and Aaron Rodgers are kind of getting it because of their injuries. Yeah.
But EA wants to make money off them this season, so
David Johnson too. Yeah.
You can do it now and then do a card for Christmas as well, so because they're gonna be out for basically the entire season.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. Marshawn hasn't got a good card.
He has an 88 overall. It's not terrible. I mean, it's the best.
He just got that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
right?
80.
Yeah.
80
No, there's not best halfback in the game.
No,
cheap. Roll, Texas.
He's free. The best free halfback in the game.
Okay, good point.
He has 91 trucking stock. Like, that card's amazing.
Yeah, but he's too light. He's only like 215 in this game.
Oh, is he weighs up? Okay, well, maybe explain why he can't truck anybody. My quarterback breaks more tackles than Marshawn Lynch does.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. All right, so with that Halloween promo, generally, what do you guys think? Do you think they're going to have enraged players for Weekend League, Texas?
I think they're going to force you to have them for Weekend League. Because I remember the first time they did the enraged players, I ran into Optic Big Timer, who didn't know anything about it, and then he got flooded because he was playing against 7-foot-tall players. So I think since they updated the game to where they're going to have these Weekend League parameters where you have to have certain lineups and certain players and certain positions or whatever, my guess is we'll see them say Weekend League this week you can only play if you have most feared tier 1 or something like that.
Yeah.
So that way you don't get people playing at a disadvantage because some people may not know what's going on. They just get on Madden, play the game. Like, what's going on here? So I think they're gonna have to do something like that in order to encourage people to buy packs, as well as not have anybody run into a buzzsaw that they didn't expect was gonna be there.
I got you. Dmoney, what are your thoughts?
I don't think EA is gonna care. Honestly, I think they'll let people just get on the game and play. Like, it's just gonna, because I see what Texas boys saying, like, make people pay for them or do the solos, but they might just like, hey, like, throw them to the wolves, and like, if they just get beat by like a 19-foot tall Julio Jones, like, they're gonna leave that game, and you bet they're gonna go out and buy some packs. Like, everybody's gonna want those cards. So I don't know. I see what Texas boys saying though, but I don't know.
Yeah. It's weird that we're all taking different stances on this. Dmoney says the EA's not going to care. Texas says they're going to make them force into the most feared. I'm going to go with the stance that Weekend League is going to exclude enraged players.
Oh.
What they're going to do is put an overall cap. So basically maybe all the
cap.
Yeah, so make so do something, because they just added that in the latest patch to take out. Well, I forgot what it was. It was two patches ago, to allow them to do certain parameters for Weekend League. So that's where I'm going with it. They're gonna because competitive Madden, they want to keep everybody on the same page, or they don't want to make anything too overpowered. Generally, that's their thoughts. That's why they nerfed chemistry. So I think for competitive reason, because Weekend League is competitive Madden, they're not going to allow you to use those enraged players, and it's just going to be kind of just regular seasons head to head for it, which is kind of unfortunate, because that kind of screws the whole Halloween promo for that weekend. But it is what it is. Anyways. Moving forward off that, enraging, do you guys think, is there any other Friday the 13th this year besides the one we get this month? Do you think we're going to get enraging more than just this weekend?
I think they should just do it randomly. You can go first, Demon. I'm going to check the calendar real quick.
If you guys remember, last year there was a Friday the 13th and we didn't get enraged players off it.
They forgot.
Yeah, that's true.
There is one in April. April 13th.
Yeah, I just saw that, yeah.
And then again in July. But no, last year there was a Friday the 13th and we didn't get enraged players from it, which is kind of BS. I don't think they really keep up with it. Like, I think they tell you that, so you buy them.
I think they didn't enrage him for, was it salary cap reason? They said some sort of, I think it was a competitive Madden thing for a reason they didn't re-enrage him, even though they promised they would.
Which let you know at the time they were caring about more competitive players' plays than ours, because that's a dumb reason not to enrage the cards.
They still do. The last time I think I remember them enraging cards was re-enraging. Was it Madden 15 where it was a full moon that coincided with a Friday the 13th?
Yeah, Madden 15. No, I think they did it in 16. I think they
did they do it in 16?
I think they did it in 16 when they re-enraged twice.
I think they did too. Yeah.
Because no, in 16 I remember. One of those years, I invested in silvers. I thought it was 16. I invested in silvers that were going to go, because that was the Dree Archer silver. I invested in because I thought they were going to re-enrage for the 13th, and they didn't. Or maybe that was the second Friday the 13th. They did it. They re-enraged once, but not the second time. That might have been it. Yeah. All right. Well. Anyways, I think it's. I don't know. Playing with enraged players, it kind of. I'm kind of meh on it. But
do you think we'll get the same type of players you got before, where they're going to be super ridiculous tall, or are they going to do something different this time, like give them special boosts?
I think we'll get at least one tall player.
Think so?
I think so. It's been the whole thing.
Madden 16 was like ridiculous how tall they were. They dumbed it down in Madden 17.
Yeah, they were. So these were 8 feet tall on the field.
Yeah, it was crazy. Well, and then like the ball 16, physics being wonky and stuff, it didn't really matter.
Yeah. All you did was throw streaks to your big, tall wide receiver and do the aggressive catch, right?
Yeah.
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 So Halloween should be fun this week. What do you got? What kind of packs do you think we'll get? Do you think the packs are actually going to be worth it, Dmoney?
Oh, that's tough, because every bundle for me so far has been worth it. Like, I've pulled nothing but heat this year, but everybody else is complaining that they're having a tough year. It depends. Like, if they announce that you're gonna get enraged players in both April and July, like on every Friday the 13th, it could definitely be worth it, because you'll you know what I mean. You'll have those guys come that time of the year. But if it's only gonna be for the one weekend that they're gonna be like great, like, I don't know. I don't think it'd be worth it too much, to be honest. I'd rather just have Legend Fantasy bundles.
Gotcha. Texas, what do you think?
It depends on what they are. So they're the same format as the Mud Heroes, but I think EA's probably going to go in the direction of, for a lot of promos this year, then more than likely you get guaranteed enraged player for this price. But if they decide to change it up and just basically have these cards pop out of packs, kind of how they got the Outsiders, and it's probably not going to go too well. So it all depends on what they decide to do with it. Personally, I want to see how they're going to do these players, because if they have anybody, because obviously we see probably players with power-ups, but I think the power players be more worth it than those that don't, because later in the year those cards will be not going for as many coins, and then they'll be easy to power up. Plus, also on top of that, I do want to see.
Can you explain that? Can you explain that a little bit more with the power-up?
Yeah, so power-ups players. So like if you get Chris Harris, for example, I have 90 Chris Harris on my team that's Nat. And so I can buy the new one if it comes out, power them up, but later in the year the price will be cheaper. And since the zone's kind of where it is right now at 91, I don't really got to buy him right now. I can just wait until his price comes down and power him up for much less. So I think it'd be worth it for those cards if we get power-ups that have these certain thresholds to make them much better. So that's what I mean by when I'm talking about the power-ups.
I'm at that same thing with the Keep to Leave. There's the new 91. There's a new one that also has 91 zone coverage, but then you have the NAT one that you made. So like if you buy the NAT one, you buy the new one, you wasted $500K that you spent on the other one.
Yeah, there's no point right now. Just wait.
And now $300K more on the new one. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait till the price comes down. That's be worth. Like Todd Gurley has a new power up set in the game for tier 5, first one tier 5. But I'll buy that when he's 100,000 coins in December. That's when I'll do that. So, and then. Also, I want to know how they'll do with NATs. Will it be like last year where you can play solos and then you get and play a little bit of head-to-head for collectibles for NAT? Or will it just be play these solo strings for NAT? I want to see how exactly it goes this year. But the packs more than likely will be worth it, since they have done a pretty good job on all the promos so far that we haven't gotten, which is only like one.
Yeah.
But they done a good job on those so far.
It's really weird to hear you guys both say the packs have been worth it, because that's the exact opposite from what I'm hearing about from the community, from Twitter and whatnot.
Well, for value wise, you get your value out of it. Like, you're not getting the high overall cards, which would be expected out of these packs. Like, if you're out here expecting to pull 99 overalls or 90, it's not going to happen. So I'm kind of grading the curve right now. For the packs, for the money you put into the game, if you want to buy coins, if they copy the Mud Hero, it'll be worth it. But if they don't, it won't be.
So where that's the biggest thing for me. And I think we talked about this. Value versus fun. We talked about this last week with Clickwood. I don't know. It's tough for them to spit out those high overalls that everybody wants, because then it crashes the value on them. And then once all these high overalls have no value, then everybody's going to complain about packs again not spitting out enough value for the pack. So I don't know. I think EA's done a fine job on packs. Dmoney's clearly had the best luck of anybody that I know on packs. So maybe your view is slanted, but you've been nothing but satisfied with them, Dmoney. Can you explain a little bit more about that? How well they treated you?
Yeah, I don't know what, like, day one I ripped 2 gold premiums. I saw like GS ripped, or you ripped a ton of the gold premium bundles.
Yep.
And GS opened up a bunch, and I think I still had either the same overall as you guys or better from day one. Every single legend that's come out that I said, like, I want to get him, I'll pull him, with the exception of Vic. I wanted to get him, I didn't pull him. But the third, like, I pulled 2 Julio Jones, 90 overall Julio Jones. In the same exact week, I pulled 2 of them. I pulled when the Thursday night Frank Gore and was it Peppers? I think when they came out together, it went to like the final 3 elite packs. Like, it was just it was 3 toppers, and I pulled Julius Peppers in the second one, and the third one was Frank Gore, like both limiteds at like one after the other, like right away.
Wow.
I just a pack opening that wasn't posted on my channel yet. I just pulled 90 Eric Weddle, 89 Chris Carter. Like, I'm pulling full legends. Like, I'm pulling high overall elites. My entire team, I'm a 91 overall. My team's worth like 12 mil, maybe more, because some of them are unknown on Muthead, and it's all packs. No coin buying, no wagers, like, just packs. And I've skipped a few too, so I like them right now.
Clearly.
Crazy.
So
your luck's crazy. Let me borrow your account real quick so I can pull packs on.
I tell people they can do it as long as you're spending the money.
So your luck's been kind of crazy with packs, but going back to the value on packs though, it's just, I mean, the best value pack in the game was the gold player pack, so people were pulling that and getting good stuff out of it. But now that pack's not an option anymore because Vic crashed the market. I think that people are starting to realize there's nothing really valuable in packs, because it sucks not pulling anything, but when you can sell gold for 3K there, 5K there, like, that's when it was like, okay, this is dope. I'm not getting anything, but at least I'm getting value. Now, if you pull packs, you're not getting no value, you're not getting anybody on top of that.
100% agree. Yep, 100%. All right, so I think with the other big complaint that we saw on Twitter, I think, well, generally everything that comes out in the game gets complained about on Twitter, but this is the huge one that I didn't really understand myself, the huge outrage to this. So maybe, Texas, you can inform me and inform the audience, why was everybody so angry about the EA charging either $10 or 75,000 coins for 100,000 coins?
So
Texas.
People were mad, mostly because I learned this the hard way a while ago. You don't want to make anybody feel like they're broke in Madden Ultimate Team. It's kind of how it is in real life, where you say it's not that expensive. People look at you like you're crazy. So if you say 75,000 coins is not a lot of coins, people get mad because apparently it is. So a lot of people don't have many coins over here in Madden. They don't pull packs. They play solos. They buy the team, and they don't have that many coins. So EA putting out restrictive solos for people that may not have the coins or the funds to get it is kind of annoying. And then on top of that, you're getting a player getting a coach you can't use right now for specific players that will be getting in the future for after this Madden tournament is played. But people were just mad because it's, one, I don't know why they're getting into that whole realm of pay to play solo challenges, and then 2, they're mad because the price was outrageous on the item you had to buy.
I got you. Dmoney, what are your thoughts on that pay to play or coins to play solos?
Well, for this specific one, it was like, I mean, you're guaranteed 100K, and I think
25K.
I think it was what?
25K.
Well, yeah, because you have to spend the 75K. Yeah, you're right.
If you get 10,000 coins for $10, which is good value.
Yeah, I didn't think of it that way. But you know what? I did see somebody posted a tweet, and it was a poll, and they were asking every Madden MUT player, like, how many coins do you currently have like in Madden, like before spending on the solo? And when I saw this poll, there was a lot of people that didn't have 75K just sitting like readily available to open up these packs or spend the $10 like to get it. But on the flip side though, for the 100K coins, I think they said on MUT like coin websites, it is typically like $10 for 100K, so you can spend $10. The solos are relatively easy, so you get 10K, and then you get like the token to put to like your favorite Madden player, and then that like gives you like 1,500 points if he makes it out of groups. But I think that'll turn into something else. Like if you guess the right person, you get 1,500 and maybe something extra for like the end of the tournament. So it might be worth it, but I don't like the idea of spending coins to play solos because I don't like playing solos. That's why I pay somebody to do mine. Like, it's such a waste of time in my eyes.
Yeah. So you said something around $10 for coin sellers. Now I'm gonna go to Texas's advertiser, cheapmaddencoins.com. I'm gonna go Xbox One, and their price for 100,000 coins is $20. So EA is giving 100,000 coins for $10, and everybody says you just buy your coins if you want coins. But these coin selling websites are charging double what EA is charging. What's up with that, Texas?
What's up? I mean,
yeah, Texas.
Well, I mean, we want to talk about the packs though. I mean, you put that money in the packs. What you gonna get out of that? Nothing.
Hey, don't change the subject.
I'm just saying, yo, you can put one thing there. Kind of EA just the first time they did something to actually combat coin selling sites, but that's a bit different. So this is the. I should,
you're deflecting, Texas.
I should call them and be like, yo, should I lower the points? EA removes this solo out of the game. But yeah, I mean, also you get the coins instant as opposed to playing solo challenges. Now, what EA should do is made it one solo. That'd be kind of dope.
Yeah.
But did you see the solo? Like the first solo you do, you have the ball, you're up 14. It's the fourth quarter. The other team has no timeouts. You literally just have to chew clock and get one first down. Like that's how easy most of these are.
Yeah, they're easy.
Were super easy.
But they're also going to take like an hour.
No, they only took 25 minutes for most people is what they said.
Okay, most people. I just said
but it isn't bad.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on from the pay to play. I won't. I'll say one more thing, then I'll give you the final word, Texas.
Yeah.
All right. So, I think these solos. There's a difference between the pay to play solos that we got for the MUT Heroes, where it's just cash for solos. That I thought was bullshit. But I think in general, EA made this you can afford it with coins. And yes, 75,000 coins is a lot of coins. But I don't think EA needs to make content for every single player in their game. So what I'm trying to say with that is, if they put out those, what were those solos for the Marshawn Lynch, the free Marshawn Lynch, the 88 Marshawn Lynch, the chemistry solos. So those solos, because they gave an 88 NAT card, or you could choose the auctionable, of course. But those are kind of for more the guys that are no money spent. The solo grinders, the one that the 88 Marshawn's probably going to be the lead back for. That's not for the me or Dmoney team. Mm-hmm. And I'm fine with them creating content not for me. I'm like, yes, there are more people in this game than me buying packs and having the highest overall cards. Whereas they put out legends for teams like Dmoney and mine that are spending the money and are trying to chase the best overall for the high to try and compete. So when they put out these solos for 75,000 coins or $10, people need to realize not everything in this game is catered to you. There are different markets, different people that play this game for different reasons. And you need to understand that EA is putting out this content for that purposes. All right, Texas, your last
so I was going to say, yeah, I don't have a problem with it because, for one, you get the coins back, and also it's probably it's a good value you get despite the time you got to put into it. I just think that they got to be cautious of people and the coins they have in the game. 75,000 coins is a lot for some people. Most people, I would say. And so if you don't do that in the past, then if you do it in the future again, just try to, I guess, make it lower and then just make the reward about this equal out the same if you do the math. So that's all I got to say on that.
Can I say this real quick? I don't want to restart this whole
go ahead.
This whole specific discussion, but at least with the pay to play or the pay to get like the 25K if you're paying with 75 or like the $10 for 100K coins, like at least you get 100K coins at the end of the day. Like with the MUT Heroes one, you paid, I think it was $5, and you weren't like guaranteed coins. You weren't even guaranteed the 91 overall player. Like My solo challenge guy did all the solos. He grabbed the offensive and defensive guy that I wanted, and then I had to buy the packs and some of the silver players just to make him a 91 overall. Like, to make both of them 91 overall, I had to buy the packs and everything. Like, you paid and you didn't even get exactly what you wanted. Like, you had to pay more to get exactly that, and that was annoying.
So
Also,
the value wasn't there.
We kind of know what
Yeah.
EA's rates are. EA's 5 for 50K because that solo sequels is $5 for the uniform for 50,000 coins.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's actually not a bad coin rate. Hopefully EA gets more into that. Like anyways, that's more into the what EA should do going forward. But I agree. Kind of selling coins is kind of good for EA in my opinion, or for us as a consumer.
Just make it one solo next time, bleepos.
Yep. All right. So, that kind of goes on to Mutt Twitter, and it seems like a lot of people are fed up with this game. Now, I specifically remember October last year. The only reason I remember it, I was looking back. I got a video coming out of my channel this week about things that EA can do going forward. And I was looking back at my previous scripts for similar idea videos, those kind of things. And I looked at my scripts last year. One video I ended up not releasing for various reasons. But it was this October time last year. People were really angry at the game, looking for change. We had Lil Jimmy. Was Lil Jimmy in November last year, or was that an October thing, Texas? Do you remember?
That was Halloween.
That was Halloween.
That was pre-Halloween, so that was around that
That was
time.
pre-Halloween.
Yeah.
So that was Lil Jimmy. So also last year, the most dissatisfied time of the year, it was pre-Halloween or after the Super Bowl. It's generally when people are angriest at Mutt. So it seems like we hit this lull every year. EA kind of probably needs to do something to fix that. But what are your feelings on Mutt Twitter and the community and people being fed up with the game, Texas?
It's kind of annoying, and to be honest with you. Like, just looking at it right now, like, everybody's kind of beating the same drum over and over again, and it's kind of like rinse and repeat. Because some people were on this last year, so I guess because I had these feelings about Mutt and what they've been doing for the past like 4 years, that it's kind of annoying me to the point where I'm like, this is not worth my time to entertain. Because I've been negative in the past, and now I just play the game because there's not much I can do about it. Our words really don't do much in the way of changing things as much as we like to think it does. So seeing people go on Twitter, seeing people make videos about the Madden state right now, or seeing people go back and play old Madden games, is like, we've been there, done that already. So it kind of sucks that every single year around this time it seems like it does this, and then it's going to pick back up once more content starts rolling. That's how it goes in any game, though. Like, right now, it's kind of, there's nothing to do until we get the mid-season stuff, and then after that, we go from November all the way to January. It's so fast. So I guess we just gotta wait. But right now, people complaining are still playing the game. So
Yeah. Dmoney?
Yeah. I think everybody in the Madden community will hate me, and obviously EA would love me. That's not my intention, but I think the Madden community is just like really unrealistic with how they want things sometimes. Like, I think every single person, if they spend money on the game, they want to pull that ultimate legend. Like, if they buy the bundle, they want the ultimate legend. They want the 91 overall team of the week that came out. Like, and if they don't get it, they're gonna complain. And then, you know, they'll pull an 87 overall guy in like their first, like in the first pack of their video, it's worth like 200K. But if the rest of it's stale, they're like just gonna complain about it. So I don't think with Madden Ultimate Team it's really possible to please everybody with it. I think you're just, I don't know. I think like the more you complain, I don't think it's gonna help. EA's clearly not listening to anything. Like, they're not listening to a single thing the Madden community says, whether it's competitive, Ultimate Team, gameplay. They're not listening. So it's like, we can complain all we want, but this year it doesn't feel like last year where Toke could start the little Jimmy thing and it gets put into Mutt as like an Easter egg. Like, they're just not listening as much this year. So I think you're just kind of beating a dead horse at that point. Like, it's not going to change anything.
Okay.
I don't know.
I couldn't disagree with you more on the they're not listening part. So I went back, like I said, for those old videos, and I went through my old suggestion videos. It is amazing the amount of things that I had in those suggestion videos, and it's not just me putting these ideas out. This is the community, and, you know, I get my inspiration from the community. I'd come up with my own ideas. But running through the list of the things I asked for them to add to the game that have actually been added to the game, it's pretty lengthy. You know, there's some things that we say every year, please add this, and they don't get around to it, and they don't get it in the game, and that's unfortunate. But there are some of the things, like I did a video asking for draft champions. They put draft champions in the game. I did a video asking for a salary cap for competitive Madden. They put a salary cap into the game. I've done videos like all these set improvements, these quality of life improvements for the sets. Those have been added into the game. And yes, there's things, like I said, that they're missing. But the things that they're listening on for a few of our requests, like I know, how can I say this? The developers themselves, I think, are doing a good job with what they have. I just don't think they have enough resources, like enough developers to do enough things. But like, okay, for it, you said that the developers don't listen to competitive Madden players. That's frankly the most untrue thing I've heard tonight. They listen to the competitive Madden players more than any other community in Madden right now. Remember last year where Matt Markow took out blocking on Xbox because Joke made a big thing about how he was getting blocked by top guys on the salary cap leaderboard, so we couldn't match up against him. So they took out us regular folks' only way of stopping glitchers, you know, the dashboarders, the DCers, the field goal blockers. Thanks, Dmoney, for putting that field goal block up on YouTube to exploit the game last year. I would have done the same thing. I'm just giving you crap. So, about that, so they listen to the competitive Madden community. They make changes to the game based on the competitive Madden feedback. The whole Rex saying this is the year of the user. We don't want to put drops into the game. That's their goal, is to make the wide receivers not drop the ball and the DBs not drop the ball on picks. Whether that's actually accomplished, okay. I get the execution is different than the goal, but he wants it to be that way because the competitive Madden community wants it to be that way. Mm-hmm. So I think the way you see Rex dropping in Twitch streams, the way he's interacting with the community saying we want this game to be the best possible, we're listening to you, we're trying, and everything they're doing is trying to do that. Execution, of course, could be a little better. But in my opinion, they're listening great. D-Money, go on.
What about, all right, so how about last year every like pro player gave their opinion on like how the structure of like tournament sequences were. This year they changed the entire thing. Draft Champions is still in competitive, like it's still competitive mode, even though everybody said it's just not competitive whatsoever. Like the big major things, they're not taking feedback on at all. And they talked about the competitive game mode and how it's not going to be the same as all the other ones. And I personally haven't played the other two aside from arcade and like solo challenges. But like even in competitive, you're still dropping past. I know you just touched up on that and them saying they want to take that out of the game, but it's like everything that all these competitive players said last year, it just seems like they ignored everything and like they switched it. Like people complain about DC, like now it's season 2, like how to qualify. Like people love the structure, like now we have a really trashy structure to get into like all these like series championships and things like that. Like I feel like like last year it might have seemed that way, but this year it's like people want weekend league, people want team play, like they put them into the game, and now they're addressing the entire community. As for last year, they were addressing the entire like competitive side. I think they just went from one and then they just forgot about it and went to a totally different side of things.
Yeah, with the competitive community structure, Tex, I'll ask your opinion in a little bit. One more with the structure. So Matt Markow and his team, and I know Matt Markow is pretty hated on Twitter, and for good reason. But
you throw that side in there for good reason.
For good reason. Anyways, but this is something that they actually brought in competitive Madden players to talk about the structure, and this is what they all agreed on. I think Draft Champions is competitive because that's a corporate structure, a reason. There are competing forces. And you're right. Maybe competitive Madden players don't want Draft Champions for competitive Madden. Some do. D. Jones does. I've seen him tweet about Draft Champions should be competitive Madden. So there isn't just one. Competitive Madden isn't
one. Can I interrupt
one.
real quick? Who is D. Jones though?
He was in the tournament last year. I think he was runner up in the first tournament.
That was Madden 16, I think.
Well then why'd you ask what?
That's when he ran man 3 up deep and everything, and that's when he was actually able to compete.
Why would you ask who D. Jones is if you're going to tell me which Madden he competed?
Because I'm looking at who the big influences are. Like I'm talking about Joke, Dubby, Skimbo, Mo, Problem, like those dudes, like your core dudes that are just winning every tournament in the finals of every tournament, like your biggest within the community. Like it's like those are the dudes that I would want to know what their feedback was. I don't want to hear about D Jones giving his feedback, like, yeah, put draft champions in the game, but then like Problem, Mo, W, and Skimbo all saying like, no, like we don't want it, and then being like, well, D Jones, the dude that was like runner up Madden 16 2 years ago, he wants draft champions, so let's put in the game. Like, screw all these other dudes. You know what I mean?
But you can't. I mean, you have to take a wide variety of opinions on it. You can't just take it from the people that have been good. You got to take it. Like, I mean, all right, I get what you're saying. Take it from those big names in the community and what they want. But I don't know. Can you discount somebody's opinion just because they weren't competitive in 17? They weren't the greatest in 17. I mean, it seems weird to just discount their opinion completely because of that.
No, it's not that, and I didn't mean to come off in like a disrespectful way, but it's like there was a ton of people that competed in like Madden 16 that played pretty well and weren't like at the top in Madden 17, or that played really good in Madden 17 and aren't at the top like this year. Like, I think if you're going to take opinions, you have to take the dudes that are always at the top. Like, they're EA's golden boys at that point when it comes to competitive.
I mean, I see what you're saying. And then taking their opinions, there's a reason that it's structured where they keep bringing back the top guys, because that helps feedback to them to getting to every tournament too. So there's a little bit of self-service there. When somebody gives an opinion on something, there's generally something selfish in there. Like the fact that let's make these invites and bring back the guys from the previous tournament, and then we'll bring back all the champions because we work for it. So if you know what I'm saying, like they're kind of self-serving. Where they say, let's just play salary cap, because that's maybe what they like to play. But EA's competitive structure, they want draft champions in there because they want the guys that are best with the widest amount of books. And I can respect that. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. But I can respect that's their corporate strategy, is to tie in all their game modes into competitive Madden, except for squads, which they said will be potentially in the future. Texas, let me hear your opinion on all this, if you want to jump off anywhere.
I don't really think I have anything about that, but you're all right about EA. They do listen to people. They just may not do what we ask them to do. I know Kralo is really good at listening to feedback. And so if you have any complaints, you can lob it up to him. He'll hear it, but he may not be able to do anything about it because he's only one person. So it's kind of unfortunate the way it is right now, but it comes off across like that when when everybody has all these same complaints and nothing happens at all, despite the thing. It's a consensus that it should be changed.
Well, the thing is, like, Kralo's not like a programmer. Like, he can't change something in-game. He can ask people, and he can give feedback to that, but he doesn't have the ultimate authority or power in EA's corporate structure. Same with Mutt Guru. They can ask people, they can give feedback, but they can talk to people, but they don't have they don't have any tools to actually do it.
Yeah, Kralo was like Superman, like I think it was Team of the Week 3. There was no players in their packs, and I posted a video on Twitter about it, and he responded, and then within like a minute of him responding, everybody in the Madden community was getting what was it? Customer grants from EA. Yeah, like he responded to my video, like apologizing, saying that he's gonna get to work on it, and then all of a sudden, like everybody was just responding to that video, like, just got a customer grant. I got a bundle and like 10 packs or something. So like they listen in that aspect, but I don't want to take credit away from Kralo, because it was really cool that he did that and he responded, but at the same time, you have to respond, because that was like a major mess up. Like, you can't not address giving away Week 3 Team of the Week packs and not having players in it. Like, I mean, I think Kralo is probably doing the best out of all of them, but like the only experience I've had with him responding is like when EA actually messed up. So I can't give too much credit.
I get you. But so, I don't know. It is what it is. I agree. Kralo's great. But moving on to the patch that we got for the patch. Now, we talked about the patch last week, but the third patch ended up going live after our recording of our podcast. So, Texas, what do you think about the patch for the patch, the unpatch, or whatever you want to call it?
How, like, you can't tell me that they didn't hold off on this patch, day 30 patch, on purpose now. There's no way they can drop a patch that fast. And then like, oh snap! Well, the reason why this patch came in because we wanted to hit all this stuff. How about fix all the stuff one at a time? Instead of doing things like, imagine working on a house, right? On a foundation, right? You're doing all this stuff on a house, and you just build it and do everything electrical, all that stuff, without checking it, see if it's gonna not break the game. You turn on the light switch, house falls down. That's what EA does with these patches. So they can put stuff out one at a time to make sure it doesn't break anything. But why don't they do that?
Well, all right. Their quality assurance is sometimes lacking. Here's the thing with their quality assurance, guys. They're contractors for EA, so they get a year contract, and then they got to take 3 months off before they get another year contract. Like, I think what I heard right now is T-Raw and Mole are both on that 3-month break. So that's that's two QA guys out of the office because of EA's corporate policies. I think Mole's potentially being made into permanent, so he won't have to go through this anymore. But it's kind of weird that I have noticed their QA has gone down a little bit, and their QA guys are forced out of the office. Maybe they hired other ones that are pretty shitty, but this patch, it is kind of funny. It brings up that whole point. In the past they've delayed patches because they said they needed to go through certification thing, and this patch got out 4 days after the previous one. How close was it?
So fast.
Yeah.
I think the patch came out that weekend, and then it was fixed stuff was out Tuesday or Thursday, one of those 2 days.
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, one of those days. Yeah. So it's kind of weird. Like I know they say the reason they don't patch it every day is because downloading patches are kind of annoying.
No, I know,
from a consumer point,
you can do it weekly. That's what Fortnite does. Fortnite for Epic Games is not half the size company that EA is, and every week they have a patch. Every Friday.
On Xbox One?
Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal with that is.
Like, every week they have a patch. So, I know before people used to say they can't do patches consistently because you got to pay Xbox to put it into the game. I don't think that's the case anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
There was a rumor it was like 50,000 for patches. That's why companies would do patches all at once. Now you don't got to. Something's wrong with the game, fix it right then and there, and then if that breaks it, hey, at least you know what it was. At least you're going to look through 18 packets to see why did this one thing trigger a dang butterfly effect and ruin this. You know what it was. It was that patch you put in the game there. That's all they got to do. Really, like, they put that patch out to the point where I feel disrespected. Like, yo, y'all could have been, this game could have been, like, not terrible. It's fine, but it could have been a few things tweaked here and there. Like earlier.
Yeah, Dmoney, why do you think they patch so infrequently?
Honestly, I don't even know. I couldn't tell you. I don't get it, honestly, because I feel like they have such a long time to work on a game, and then they have people test them. I think they fly people out to Orlando sometimes too and have them test it there. They have so many people that do it, and then. You have the game. Obviously, people break it. I mean, it's going to happen. The top Madden players are going to break it. They're going to find a blitz that people don't like, or that's unblockable, or something like that they won't give you during the beta or beforehand. So then they have to patch that. The only thing I don't understand is why they can't put out just one patch that fixes everything and just doesn't.
Well, Dmoney, you tell us why people can't find it. You said you had Madden 17 3 months early. Why didn't you see the run pass glitch?
I sent a different run pass. The thing was you could play online, but you couldn't because I think on Xbox there's only a few people that had it. I think Rose Bowl had it.
Mo?
And I don't even want to give out names because I could be wrong, but I think that he had it. I think that Zeddy had it, but again I could be 100% wrong. You could go and you could only play CFM, practice mode, and online head-to-head. Those are the only 3 games. You couldn't go into MUT. You couldn't really mess with your settings too much. So when you go online head-to-head, it'll say 3 people are online or 8 people are online. I think that max I ever saw was 8 people. But if you search for a game, you could sit there for a half hour. You won't find one. So you couldn't find that run-pass glitch. But back in Madden 16, I found the run-pass glitch where you could you pinch a line and you QB contain, and if your right of screen linebacker is on a QB contain, they're running the ball. If he stays blitzing, they're passing the ball. And that was still in the game in Madden 17, and I sent that to the developers and they never patched it. And I didn't know about you know, the online one, I couldn't see it personally, but the other run pass glitch, like I let them know like 3 months in advance, and they just didn't fix it. And they didn't fix any of the blitzes that I sent them to. And then Rex streamed the night of the release and shouted me out and was like, Dmoney's out here posting blitzes like day one. I don't know why he's doing this. And I literally responded to him and I was like, I sent you all of these blitzes to patch. You didn't do it. Like, I'm gonna post them now. Like, I gave you the material. Like,
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like I found anything new. He just was like, well, I'm patching that now. I was like, you should have patched it 3 months ago when I gave it to you. Same with the run pass glitch.
It's good when they do it after the fact because you get more views for it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I was cool with it. Like I said earlier in the podcast, I had like 20 videos to stock up because they didn't patch anything. But it was still just like I tried to help the game, and the issue with it, which it's like kind of it's irrelevant, not really. They told me that I could be a game changer if they liked the material that I sent them. I sent them 4 ebooks, and then a 5th like page, just giving them my opinion on the game and what I found wrong with it, what I liked about it, different things like that. Jake and Rex were both like, "Oh, Dmoney, like thank you so much. This was great. This was awesome work." Never heard from him again. Like, it was like they just took everything and they just ran, and I was like, that was like so messed up.
Well, what did you want from them?
I wanted to be a game changer. That's what I thought I was gonna be. I thought, like, I put in a lot of work that, and like those 3 months, like nobody knew. VD's like my best friend on Madden. He didn't find out I had it until like 2 weeks ago, because I didn't publicly come out saying that I had the beta. I played it with my 10-year-old brother. Like, we just sat there and labbed, and I was, like, sending blitzes and was like, hey, Rex, found this. Like, I put this in this ebook. Like, I had 4 ebooks the day of the release. Like, it was. I thought I was going to be a game changer. That was, like,
Yeah,
I was going to do it
They
regardless.
sold you a false dream.
Yeah, that was
You
the
sound
issue.
like some
I
of
was
those
all
girls that
upset.
go out to Hollywood trying to be a star and they get Weinstein. Oh, that was not a good joke. Not a good joke.
It wasn't.
I love Harvey Weinstein joke. Or was it Weinstein? Yeah.
Weinstein.
Stein. Yeah, whatever. All right, so talking about, let's switch back over to competitive and what else? Wait, is there anything else in that topic that we failed to address? Dumb feedback. So do you think? So
Just EA.
yeah,
EA.
I just
weekly
we're
patches.
done with it. Let's move
Weekly
on.
patches. Don't be lazy.
Yeah,
don't be.
yeah.
No, I can't say don't be lazy.
Yeah.
What the behavior exhibiting seems rather lazy. When you know a problem's in the game, fix it right away.
Yeah. The thing is like they do work hard. It's
Oh,
just there's
I
so
agree.
many things going on.
I agree, but
Yeah.
don't do a patch and then put a patch on top of that patch. And then, like, so when they do all this stuff, they do it all at the same time. Something's going to break. And every single year,
that's the
something
issue.
breaks.
I was just going to say that the issue is that they know that there's an issue, and then they wait until more issues come, and they try to fix all of them, and it doesn't work. When instead, if there's an issue, they should just fix that one issue.
Yeah.
The update would be like 200 megabyte, or like something real small, quick 2-second update, and then you continue on. And if another issue comes, like another like small, I'm cool with downloading 2 to 3 minute updates like really quick. I don't want to every single month download a 20-minute update because they want to wait a full month to put out one. Like, that's just dumb to me.
I remember what I was going to ask you. Is that run pass glitch in 18? Have you tried it out?
I haven't, honestly. I probably should, right?
Yeah. Let us know.
But I'm not allowed to post it on YouTube because the community would hate me.
Well, there's a run patch glitch apparently in this game that people know about that I don't know about.
It's pretty shitty. No, it's
Oh,
you can only do it if you have your quarterback, your linebackers on contains, and you can only tell if they audible. Then you can tell whether they audible to a run or a pass. It's pretty crappy in my opinion.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's a run pass glitch in squad. Just look who the person's using. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
They gotta fix that, man. They gotta identify on offense, but you want on defense. That way it doesn't happen. But I guess EA is not gonna fix that until next year because
No, of course not.
Yeah.
All right, moving on back to competitive stuff in Vanquish Gaming. So we got some bans, I guess, for people dashboarding. So that's kind of cool. We don't know who got banned, but nice work, EA, for actually stepping up on that one. Who are you rooting for?
Cool.
Who are you rooting for here in the Madden Classic, Dmoney?
I'm rooting for my man Joke. He's like one of the cooler dudes in the community. Like with me, like I don't know. Me and him we just click like at events. I went to the Philly event, or no, I went to the New York event first. Saw him there. It was kind of awkward. The whole event was awkward. First off.
Okay. Why does this sound like the start to some fan fiction where you end up in bed together with Joke? We just clicked. We saw each other. It was kind of awkward afterwards. Why does it sound like you got in bed with Joke?
No, because you gotta think like you can talk to people online, but then you meet in person and it's awkward. Like when I met Mo in person, like it was just awkward. Like I said what's up to him and he like shook my hand and then we just stood there. But like when I met Joke, we were both just like talking. Like it was just like real chill. When I met Adam,
Yes.
Adam's the same person in person as he is online. Like he's the same energetic, like stupid laugh. But just to answer the question, I would root for Joke. He sends me like tips. I'll ask him like, yo, I suck at Madden, send me like a defense. He'll send me a defense. Same with offense. Mo does the same. So if Mo's never there, I'm rooting for Joke every single time. It doesn't matter.
Dear diary.
Dear diary.
Me and Joke.
Me
We
and
looked
Joke.
across. Yeah, there was just some energy in our eyes. So
I saw the ponytail. I wanted to pull it.
yeah, Joe, you don't think Joe complains too much on Twitter?
No, I said that to him and the owner of Noble. I said if he could calm down a little bit, but he slowed down and now Mo is getting out of hand. And I've had to text Mo and say like, yo, chill the hell out. Like, it's cool though, cause I don't have to deal with Joke acting like that. Mo like texts me outside of it and he's like, hey, am I like acting out? Like, did I say something I shouldn't have? He's like, do I gotta delete tweets? And I'm like, nah, dude, you're good. But
So
no VQ guys there. It's Joke all the way.
yeah, I've got the only reason I hate Joke is because he got rid of the blocking feature in MUT. And
Wait, you hate him?
Yeah, I hope he gets first rounded because of that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's like a legitimate hate.
Oh no, it's not like him as a person. It's just his actions that he ended up harming the rest of the MUT community because he got rid of blocking on Xbox.
But
That's the reason I do not wish for him to succeed in the tournament.
I'm not gonna stick up for him because neither of these things, like, it doesn't affect me in either way, like which way it happens. But like, was there another way that you think it could have been handled? The whole blocking people so you can move up in the leaderboards.
Yeah. So if you don't allow blocking in salary cap, that's fine. But the fact that it affected the regular MUT community, which they don't police at all.
How do you do that?
They don't police. I'm not the one coding the game. Like,
yeah,
I could say, you can ask me how do you create the mode of MUT? I'll be like, I don't fucking know.
But could that also be an Xbox thing instead of just Madden?
Yeah, but how do they connect people on Xbox? I don't know. How do they code ones and zeros and turn electricity into this thing on my screen? I don't know. How do they stop blocking from working in salary cap versus head to head? I don't know, but they can do it.
I'm just saying. I think obviously Joke needed to do that because it's messing with the whole leaderboards and bums are getting into the tournaments over top players because top players are battling each other and then this bum is like going ahead of them and he's not playing any of them, and then that messes up seedings, things like that. Aside from that,
yeah, but
like how are you? I understand like the whole coding thing, but I don't even think that's an EA thing. Like I think that's an Xbox thing. Like there's no way that could be just Madden. Like Madden can't say like, all right, salary cap blocking can't work. MUT, you're good. You can block people. It's all right.
Like it's easy to say EA can't do it. They think it's an Xbox thing, but like everything's combined between EA and Xbox. Like you could just go ahead and say like, I don't know how it would be done. Like EA can't do it. Like that's easy to be. It's easy to say they can't do it, but they probably could.
Yeah.
But the only reason is like, yes, I agree. People shouldn't be able to block each other in competitive Madden. The point of competitive Madden is to compete against each other.
Yeah.
But and they police those leaderboards as we saw today with the bans for people dashboarding.
Yeah, which is really
and
cool
what they could so they could do that if they could ban people for blocking other people in the top 100. That's something they could have also done.
Yeah.
They could. So there's multiple ways around it, but the fact that they just basically said screw you regular people playing MUT head to head, you quote unquote bums, we're not going to police your leaderboard, so have fun with the field goal glitch, have fun with the dashboarders, have fun with the disconnectors. You got no recourse. You'll take your L and you'll just get angry and fuck you too. So
yeah, I would get mad because there's a disconnect glitch like back-to-back years. Like that's and you can't block that person from doing it to you. So like I see what you're saying with that, like 100%. Like I'd be mad too. I just don't know enough about coding to know that there's a solution to it, and that doesn't require stopping it in total.
And the thing is, then Joke comes out on Twitter and says, "Hey, watch out for these two guys." I forget the exact names. He put them out on his tweet. You should dashboard these guys immediately once you face them, because they're gonna DC glitch you. So Joke is saying dashboard them because these guys have a DC glitch, when he was the responsible party for taking our recourse against those people out of the game, the block feature.
So he's a hypocrite.
Yes.
That mother humper.
Anyways, that's why I'm not a huge fan of Joke.
That's a legitimate reason, though. At least it's not like a dumb reason, but it doesn't bother me any. I mean, he could be
the way you sound. He sounds like a cool guy, but his actions have harmed the rest of the Mutt community. Texas, any thoughts?
I mean, I agree. You can't be out here giving people, taking an option away and then wanting to use that option. You kind of sound like our president at that point.
We just got into politics, huh?
No, I'm just made a point. That's facts. I'm not saying anything that's not factual. It's not politics. It's truth.
I gotcha. All right, moving on from. All right, Dmoney, this is a good question for you. What does EA itself need to do to help promote competitive Madden? Because you are an owner of a competitive Madden team.
First off, step number one is getting in touch with organizations. Why they haven't done this and we're like a month and a half into the game, I don't understand it at all. Like, Noble, a top organization, hasn't been contacted. I haven't. VS Sports, who has like 8 pro players, hasn't. I haven't talked to the owner of Luminosity yet, who like has problem. But they're not getting in contact with anybody for us to even give them ideas to like talk about. I think putting organizations' jerseys into the game would be a huge deal. I think that'll bring bigger organizations to the game, because now organizations can make money from their players, aside from just tournaments and things like that.
Wait, what do you mean by the organizations would make money? By people buying their jerseys in the game?
Yeah, like in Gears of War, like Optic will have a Gears of War like shotgun skin, and every time that skin's bought, if it goes for like $5, Optic gets like $1 or $2 from it. And because they'll sell, Optic's Optic, but if they sell like 1,000 of them, Optic just made like $2,000 from just skins being in the game. So if they did that with Madden, where they they could put a $5 jersey in there, and you don't have to buy it, but you could, and it's just to strictly support organizations, maybe help fund like tournament play. So you buy an organization's jersey, that money goes into the funding to the total prize at the end of the year. So if it's like a 1.2 million prize pool, maybe with each jersey bought, that money goes to the prize pool, beef it up a little bit. But I think
that's a really good idea. I think can I start a Fox competitive team and then get $1 every time somebody buys a Fox themed jersey?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what they should do. I mean, the thing is, EA obviously doesn't want to give money to anybody else, but keep it to themselves is the way
it's tough with licensing stuff. I'm sure a lot of paperwork.
But if you look at Noble's jerseys, like imagine playing Madden in a black jersey, gold accents with a crown on the side, like your royalty. Imagine playing in a Vanquish jersey, all black with kind of like Carolina Panthers, but like with a sword down your chest, or like Luminosity baby blue. Like what's that?
Go on. Sorry, let you finish. Go on.
I'm just saying you could have sick jerseys in there. Like honestly, I'll use the Dallas Cowboys jerseys. I will never waste my time on these like the armadillo jerseys that you get in the game. Like they're all the least attractive jerseys that you can wear. Like give me customized ones that are actually in relation to Madden, and I'll wear them. I'll spend money on them. I'm not gonna waste time wearing armadillo jerseys that are like brown and ish like that. I'm not doing it.
The only issue I see standing in the way of that is the NFL. I don't know if they want their players standing in with like Gears of War. They don't have any of that licensing issue, whereas like the NFL might have an issue with their players and their player names going into some competitive teams. Although they are part of competitive Madden, I know the NFL's super conservative with their uniforms. It's Texas.
I don't know. I don't really know if EA is asking them. Usually, everybody brings up like they gotta ask the Players Association all the stuff for permission to do certain things, and like a licensing is a big deal. But I mean, 2K, and it's kind of a more progressive league than the NFL is. 2K, you could do. I mean, dudes out here in Kate Upton jerseys with like her boobs on them. So
Yeah,
I feel like if EA wanted to have custom jerseys, they could, but that requires them to build a crazy interface, which we just got much watch back. So I think it can be done. I think it can be done. It's gonna take like 4 years.
Also, question: isn't the NFL the Players Association is held by players, right, or like former players? It's not. Mm-hmm. That's not like owners and everything like that.
No,
right?
The owners don't do it. Owners, Goodell's for the owners. Players Association is for the players. So I think it's DeMaurice Smith is the head of the Players Association.
And the thing is, like, players are, like, professional athletes are all investing into esports. So I feel like if that was the thing, if it was getting to the Players Association, honest to God, I don't think there would ever be an issue with getting jerseys into the game at all. Another thing that they could do, this doesn't even have to do with just promoting competitive, like this is promoting Madden, but promoting competitive Madden. Like in CSGO, when you sign on to CSGO, I think they did the same exact thing for Call of Duty this year. When you're at the main menu, it shows you like the current tournament that's going on or a competitive game that's going on. I think Madden should put something in the game like on one of the menus, maybe when you jump into MUT, maybe just when you come into the game that's showing Twitch streamers, or like if the Madden Classic's on this weekend, like show the Madden Classic like right there, like for the people. Like they can click it if they want, or they can go past it, but at least just put it in front of people. Like
so, Dmoney, they did do something like that last year with Kralo's stream and a couple other streamers. They did have that as it showed up on the MUT menu, so that is a thing. Whether they're gonna make competitive, the thing is like. I could see them putting tournaments on held by EA on those, but as for like competitive Madden like players, I don't know if they want to. Well, it's on EA; they can do whatever they want. I was just gonna say there's a lot of adult themes in the Madden community. I'm just thinking
about Joel.
I'm thinking of my stream myself, in the way I talk. I'm not competitive, but I'm just thinking of the streams that I've seen generally have adult themes. But
I mean, EA can be like, if you want to be featured on there, then don't cuss. Like,
that's true. That's very true.
Higher standard to put you on this platform. If you want to be on this platform, you gotta respect it. Like, cause a lot of things go around. It's like at work. You can't go to work and look any certain way or talk any certain way. And so,
yeah, I'm with what he said.
If you're gonna be giving people extra views, extra money, extra revenue, you definitely gotta uphold the brand. And that's why W got fined money last year for not upholding the brand.
Very, very good point.
Yeah, like maybe like send them out contracts or something and. Say, like, here, we'll put you in a featured section, but, like, you have to control yourself. Like,
so, any other ideas, Dmoney?
I mean, it's that. I think promoting them on Twitter, like, I see they did a few... Hold up. Like, do you hear this? I think they did a lot of giveaways with, like, who did they do giveaways? Zan did a giveaway. I think they did a few with other competitive players or bigger YouTubers. Like I think W and Skimbo were able to do giveaways. Yep. I think they should just do really any competitive player that like I don't want to say competes. I think more so like if you're like a consistent top 8 finisher or you finish top 8 at an event or you win the event, EA should give them like a giveaway from the EA main Twitters, like the main Madden Ultimate Team Twitters, do a giveaway, like retweet and follow dub.w for this 93 Vic or, you know, whatever new cards out that people want, you know, just bring the audience to them.
Texas, anything else on promoting competitive Madden, or should we move on?
I mean, promote them on your main account. Stop doing it on like these side accounts. I get mad when, like, even though I appreciate the information from Rex and Guru, tweet it from the main account and put it in the game because people don't follow you. Not everybody follows you. So when you do it from your main account, it's like, why? There's a lot of platform people aren't following you on. So just do stuff where people who the majority can see you. So, or put it on everything: Facebook, Twitter, Reddit. Just go nuts with it. Don't just put it on one site and just think everybody's gonna be knowing about it.
Yeah.
All right. So all right. Now, how much of this is on the competitors in order to promote themselves because a lot of competitive Madden players aren't streaming because they want to hide their schemes. Dmoney,
Yeah,
what are your thoughts on streaming versus not streaming if you're a competitive Madden player?
That's I think the dumbest thing. I think people not streaming when. I think Dubby said it, and Dubby made the most sense when he said. I think there was one game that Dubby said he didn't stream, and it was just because there was no sense to it. I don't think the game mattered.
It's okay. Let me jump in on that one. That's the game Dubby purposely threw to get his guy into the tournament. He lost by the specific amount of points in order to get his friend in the tournament over the other guy in the bracket.
Then that makes sense as to why he did it, which is messed up, but that's what you get for putting a freaking group play into an online bracket, or just having group play in general and not just single limb. But I think it's on the competitive players a lot, because if you're not I hate always just talking about like my guys, but Mo never streams ever, like ever. But if he's playing in a tournament, he'll stream and he'll grab 900 viewers, like snap of the fingers, just because it's a competitive game. Like, people will tune in to watch it. They will follow, they will subscribe, they will follow you on Twitter, they'll support you. But it's like, if there's people that are holding out on it, like, you're bringing people to your own brand, which is not going to help grow the community out, because you want to keep people from watching you for whatever reason. I don't understand it, but I mean, I can't control everybody, but it doesn't make sense in my eyes. You're hurting the community more than you're helping them by not streaming, because everybody will tune into it, and EA has to continue to do a decent job, like, advertising for it, because they put out that Madden League op thing, and now the players were doing a good job. The competitors were doing a good job in telling them when they were going to be streaming, and then the EA Twitter would tweet out that they were tweeting. So I think it's on both parties at this point, but the competitors do have to do a better job and stay out of drama with the YouTube community. That's the most BS I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that's the thing we went into a while ago. I don't think we need to go retouch that drama. Anyways, so moving on. Salary cap and DC rewards were put out today. Texas, what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, it's pretty cool. Some people were kind of mad about it. I don't get why. I'm kind of glad it came out as soon as it did. I don't think we got season 2 rewards last year this early. I'm trying to think.
Really?
I think it might have been later on, but I'm kind of glad they pushed them out, man. If you're elite in both, you got like 6 elite guaranteed players and like a bunch of packs and some coins, and then you got 75K worth of tickets back. So, but yeah, I'm hoping that I can pull something out of those on Thursday. So if you guys got your rewards, you got to actually go inside the game. You go inside squad, or go inside seasons, go inside MUT drafts in order to get your rewards. But just get to elite tier if you guys aren't already there. The tickets you get back if you haven't been playing, it's well worth it. And then you get to elite tier and wait till season 3 comes out, and hopefully the rewards get better as time it improves. But man, I made 500,000 coins on Xbox, so some good value.
Do we know?
Today.
Yeah, do we know how frequently the seasons are going to turn over?
I mean, if it's so, it's been a month. It's been almost 2 months since it's 16th today. Madden's been out on August 17th.
Yeah.
So about 2 months. So if it does it again in December, that will be season 2. So my guess is then
makes sense with the competitive tournaments and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, try around that time. So
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
The person,
it's like that.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully that's the case, because if that's the case, it's good rewards for us that aren't trying to play in competitive tournaments, but also trying to have coins over here, as well as some good pulls out of packs.
Gotcha. Dmoney, any thoughts on the end of the seasons and the rewards?
I don't really play the game enough to really get good rewards. I think I finished in like the worst like league that you can play in. I got 1 elite pack and I pulled like an 81 overall. So I mean, it's my own fault. I think if you grind, they'll be worth it. And they have the new monthly rewards, right? Did you guys get to talk about that in your last one, or?
We're going to talk about that probably after this one, I would think. After this.
For the
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I won't bring it up.
You
But yeah, I think. What?
What?
All right. Put the Will Smith like on the screen and just do the flash real quick. We'll just all forget about that.
Neuralize it. Let's get it.
Yeah.
But no,
Hey.
I think the salary cap and the DC rewards, I think that was like, obviously it was a good idea. I think I like that they're doing that. Plus, there's so many other rewards in the game. Like now Thursday you got weekend league rewards. You just had that today. Like, I think they're doing a pretty good job with all the rewards and everything. Really no complaints out of me.
So, I've finished. We talked about this earlier with the Draft Champions rewards. And on the season rewards, I didn't get. I didn't think I could get anything crazy out of mine, but on the Draft Champion rewards, I went 6 or what is it? 4-0? Yeah, 6 wins for salary cap. I went 4-0 in Draft Champions, and I don't know how are those packs juiced? Are those Draft Champions 4-0 packs juiced? Texas, do you know?
Well, if you go 4-0, you get guaranteed elite. And so
you do? Okay.
Yeah, they're not juiced though.
They're not juiced.
I pulled Alex Smith on one of them before, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got a pretty good reward. I got like 100,000 coins because of the. Okay. I pulled a 70,000 coin card and then a 20,000 coin card.
Nice.
No, yeah. No, sorry. 50,000, 20,000, then 20,000 in rewards, and then 10,000 for the rest of the pack. So about 100,000 coins. So I was like, oh shit, is Draft Champions the move? Like, because that was crazy, but I guess I got really lucky. Never mind. Yeah. Anyways,
I remember last year didn't.
Oh,
go on.
You got it.
Last year I think Savage put out a video saying that like the 4-win Draft Champions packs were juiced, and I think EA did like patch them because you were pulling like every single pack was like an 85 plus overall. Like you just go in, play your 4 games, and you're getting like a card worth 150K every single time.
They did tweak the odds on that. I remember in the solo one, I think at one point, one of the ones was guaranteed like crazy, and they patched it. It was actually a glitch, but people were wondering: is it better to play before Weekend League monthly rewards came out? Is it better to play Draft Champions over Weekend League because of the winning 4 games, less time consuming, less stressful, 20,000 coins, 5K profit plus a guaranteed elite player? And so if you did all that out over the 22 games you play, like it was much better rewards. And with this being in the game, if they did not update if there was no Weekend League monthly reward, there would be no point playing Weekend League at all. Because what you get today is pretty crazy. You get Elite Quick Sell, which I think is 10K and up. The tickets are crazy valuable. The Elite Player Packs are dope. And you get the also the Gold Player Packs, which can contain Heat, since that seems to be the best pack in the game right now. The rewards for the 2 months were probably better than some people have gotten in Weekend League and have played every single week.
Oh yeah, people in the top 10, top 25 have complained about theirs. I mean, I didn't do too bad in my Weekend League packs when I got top. I got top 10 once with those packs, and then top 25. I didn't do too bad. Oh no, sorry, I was 27th, so not top 20. But I've done 2 Weekend Leagues. The top 10 rewards, because I got them doubled, I think I made 1 million coins off of that. Those were really good for me, because they delayed them a week. And then the 27th place rewards, that I remember being pretty pitiful.
The ones I pulled this past week, obviously I won 15 games. I pulled 88 Charles Haley and 87 Wesley Woodyard, so about 250K plus just for winning 15 games. I went 15-4.
Damn,
stopped playing.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I saved time. And
wait, you went 15-4, Texas?
I lost 3 legit games. One guy.
So you were 15-3 and you're not a competitive player?
Well, I could be good at this game if I want to be good at this game. It's just not fun, man. Like one of the games I quit because I was like, you know what? He did the short kick, and then he came out and run Tampa too. So yeah, I'm not playing Gut Fox. I just left. I just need 1 win. I'm not gonna sweat this last one. Now you got it. I didn't dashboard him or nothing. I just said, you got it, bro. I see you send that nickel. I can probably stop it. I don't want to stop it, so you got it. That's kind of how I treat these things, man.
All you have to do is ID the mic on that nickel blitz.
I mean, last time I did that, my running back tried to block him. He hurdled and sacked me. So I'm like, yeah, you got it. I'm good.
Yeah, that
made me so mad, bro. I got see 80 pass block. You still ain't out here doing it. But I did see somebody do a cheat code. So what a guy figured out was come out here in like gun split close or just anything with the tight end in the backfield. Yeah. And make sure you have a lineman at tight end. It's a cheese right there. You got 6 blockers now.
Oh, well, you can do that in any formation.
Wait, no, you can't put a lineman at fullback, or no, you can't do that in any formation. What are you doing?
Yeah, at tight end you can. You can put a lineman at tight end.
I know, but like if you want to come out in shotgun.
Oh, for the extra pass block.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. So you can throw the ball. Because I can beat anybody if they're going to just send 3, but the overload blitzes I just don't want to deal with. I'm like, the game just goes into one of those things. I only feel like playing. Then I get mad at me for playing the game. And like, I don't like it. I'm like, I just rather you sit there at 3-4 and cover for a drop and just let me just wait in the pocket for 18 seconds so somebody gets open.
Well, you do like scrambling. That makes sense. I like people like okay when you ask me after like the third weekend league where I'm like wow playing cover 4 every game is kind of annoying. Now I relish. I really like playing cover 4 every game because I've practiced so much against it. I got cover 4 beaters over the top, cover 4 beaters underneath. Like, but now it's the meta's evolved into looping blitzes and edge pressure, and it is a tough. It's kind of moving into our next topic. The Madden 18 defense is kind of looking a little similar to Madden 17 defense with the meta. Dmoney wanted to bring this up. I'll give you the floor.
Yeah, we touched on it a little bit earlier. Madden 16, you had so many different defenses that everybody was running. Like, you went into a game and you didn't have like a specific offense like prepared for it. You were just like, all right, what is this dude gonna run? 3-4 dollar big dime? Like, what is he coming out in? Madden 17, like. The only defense really ran was Nickel Blitz 2. I don't think there was really ever a defense ran aside from that.
No. There was the dollar. There was the 3-4. There was quite a few in 17. Yeah.
Well, towards the end of the year, I'm saying like probably the last.
There was also the cover 0. The scum D was also pretty big. There was I would say in six obviously Nickel Blitz is top of the hill, but I think in 16. You had the other degenerate blitzes that you saw all the time, which was the big dime, with the A gap. You also saw the dime flat, which was my D. I don't claim it. I'm just saying that's what I ran because I was degenerate.
Where's Mr. Smith?
Oh, everything's Mr. Smith. Everything ever created put into Madden is Mr. Smith. So there are a lot of different, let's say, defenses, and there's always one top of the hill. I'm trying to think, what was the top of the hill in 16? What would you think?
Double loop, that like problem.
Yes,
I think,
double loop,
right. VTech found
Scrape,
it.
right? Mike Scrape?
Mike Scrape, pre-patch Mike Scrape,
Pre-patch, yeah. But I'm saying, like, my point is, like, Madden 16, you didn't know what you were going to play against. Madden 17, it got to a point where you knew you were just going to play up against Nickel Blitz 2, like, and if the kid wasn't running it, it was like, all right, GG, it's a free win. Madden 17, I feel like there's 2 defenses ran. There's the 3-4 odd, cover 4 shadow 2.
You mean 18? 18? There's two defenses?
Madden, 18, I'm sorry, yeah. And if somebody is running cover 4, I'll message them after the game and I'll tell them that they're a nerd. And then nickel 3-3-5, like, those are really it.
You mean the Gut Fox defense? Yeah, you're welcome.
The 3-3-5,
You mean problems defense?
Yeah, you mean problems defense?
Stop triggering.
I can't get involved. I'm not allowed to get involved. But yeah, it's just the meta is just like Madden 17 now. I think in Madden 18, it's just the defenses are just going to be one defense because nobody.
I'll bet you. I don't know, $10 that Madden that 3-3-5 odd catches fire after this weekend in the competitive Madden tournament.
That's tough.
3-3-5 odds going to overtake 3-3-5.
Yeah, I want to believe it because I know Mo played in a Gamer Saloon tournament and he was running 3-3-5 odd. He didn't know how to run it, but he was trying it out because that's what people are going to run. I mean, I would want to take the bet, but I know, like, I think every single person that's in the tournament runs 3-3-5 odd. And I think everybody there does it. So. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to take that bet. I mean, it's kind of unfair. It's an unfair bet if everybody does it. But yeah, I think it's possible. I think there's more blitzes out of 3-3-5 odd too that people would like.
Skimbo came out in the first tourney that he won that got him to this one in the 3-3-5 odd, and since then, since people started copying Skimbo's looping blitz out of that, they started converting it to like a cover 2. They started in the cover 2. There's a cover 4 there that's pretty good. So a lot of people are doing a lot of different things. They're experimenting that 3-3-5 odd. So it's kind of gotten even more refined since Skimbo came with it in the first tournament, and it is tough to some people. I think it can be. I think Savage, your boy Savage, actually beat Skimbo by running the ball like 35 times in a game. So it's a little bit weak against the run, but against the pass, it is deadly.
Yeah, it's just annoying that. I just want to be able to play a Madden where I can come out on offense and not know what's going on the defensive side of the ball. Like, I on defense, I only run 3-3-5. I'm really annoying to play with, but it's only because if you're running anything other than 3-3-5 or 3-4 odd cover 4, like, you're not going to be competitive. Like, you're not going to be able to beat good players. Good players. Like, you're not going to be close to a good player game.
Zan has a really interesting 4-3. Is it under or over or both? Zan's got a really interesting 4-3 under-over scheme where he sends some hot pressure at you. I don't think you have to be in those. I just think this Madden and football in general is a very copycat type of game. So like which is and this isn't trying to look down on Madden players. This is the real NFL. When the Steelers in the mid 2000s were like the only 3-4 team in the league, then they started winning Super Bowls with their dominant defense. Then like most of the league shifted to 3-4. Now it's kind of like a mix in the whole league, and it's you got the 3-4 odd, 4-3 over even, which is kind of the same thing as the 3-4. But that's besides the point. So people copy what they see successful in football and generally in life. So because the competitive Madden players are usually setting the meta, then you see like the rest of the community kind of filter down. So every single big Madden tournament brings the new stuff into the meta. So it's kind of hard staying ahead of it, and so like the meta just gets kind of worse and worse as the year goes on because more people start catching on to that stuff. Like I guarantee you, speed out routes are going to be huge in a week time after that competitive tournament because they're hard to stop. Also, the guys that have under 75 running corner routes, that's going to be a pretty big deal next week. So you're gonna
What's
see.
What's that? Is that like a glitch in the game? Under 75 route?
Yeah. So if you have like say look at basically take like the John Ross or those guys with under 75 run them on a corner route, and the 91 and over zone coverage corners don't play the corner route very well. It's like a weird thing with the way the corner route breaks and how the defense reacts.
So that's the way to like counter the 91 zone then.
Yes, it is. It is.
Wow.
To have somebody so terrible at running a route, they don't know what's going on. It makes you confused and just watch them.
Yeah.
But but you know what? Okay. That's how Madden is, because people without a brain this year can beat people that know what they're doing, because I feel like it's so dumbed down. Just like the counter to a great player in Madden with 91 zone is just somebody that doesn't even know how to run a route.
That's a good analogy.
Which is funny, but it kind of sucks. You can't play man against those guys either, because the guys that have that zone are all receivers that have like 91 speed. That route running. So they can't catch consistently, but they'll get open against man or zone. So they kind of made the fast receiver more useful now, since that's a thing. Damn, EA.
It's consistent with my testing last year, where I said the guys under the route running threshold actually ran corners better than the upper tier. So they just made it even worse this year. It's kind of weird. But yeah, that's
crazy.
So that's taking over the community. You'll see a lot of halfbacks at wide receiver for that reason.
I'll see one of the better receivers. That makes sense though. All right, that's good. I'm gonna start running C routes now. That's what I'm gonna start doing. We gotta start running C routes against guys that have low. Cause I didn't know about that, because I know how to be 91 zone. I just don't throw that side of the field, which is not a good option to do when you got a user out there. But if they want to do that, like not too many people want to invest in that though. Like I rarely see, especially in weekend league, guys have those people. They'll have like crazy legends like Reggie White, who's a monster, but they don't really invest in cornerbacks right now. Everybody's out here thinking speed and man coverage matters, which keep believing that, because it helped me win games.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, man's looking okay.
Man's
I think this
fine
patch
for slow
tuned
receivers.
it up a little bit.
For slow receivers. If you got somebody fast, you're not going to keep up with them. So if I know you're a man cushion on a quick slant, I'm going to beat you.
That's very true. Got to hopefully use that. A post shot's good too. So yeah, Dmoney. I think in general, every year Madden kind of devolves into like meta tiers. Like there's the tier 1 defense last year's Nickel Blitz. Nickel Blitz made everybody immensely better at defense. And then like the tier 2 defenses last year, what would I say was a tier 2 defense? Like the 3-4 even blitz that kind of like overload one side. I'd say that's a tier 2 defense. It could still work for you. Still a solid edge pressure, but it was okay. And then this year, I think the tier 1 is that Skimbo 3-3-5 odd. Tier 2, well, I think tier 1 is probably a 3-4 cover 4 because so many people are running that. Yeah. And then the 3-3-5 cover 4 cover Tampa 2. I would also put in a tier 1 because so many people are running it. And then you get the lower one. So I think it's just general every year. The community kind of adopts one defense at like whatever problem or the top competitive guys are using.
Yeah. But
All
that's
right,
probably
move.
why they don't like streaming, because if none of the top players were to stream, the community doesn't catch up on things like this.
Exactly. Yeah, it is an advantage having people not know what you're going to run.
Yeah.
It's a huge advantage.
Which is kind of, but if you're playing against a bunch of, I'm not gonna say bums, playing against people that aren't good, why are you running the same plays in the first place? That's where the problem comes in. Like, if you know you don't want people watching you what you want to do, run something different then. You don't got to run the same 7 plays and force a rage quit. How about play just a regular game?
Yeah.
Be creative, man. Adapt or survive.
I think it's because you get a lot of you get reps when you play real people online. So you get better at actually running those plays, making reads if you actually run them 1,000 times, and you're actually using them online.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. So just a quick little blimp. The Gauntlet rewards got updated. Texas, you want to take it away?
Yep. Again, Gauntlet has got updated while you Weekend League bums get nothing. I'm playing, but no. So apparently now you can get an 87 overall for playing what 9 games now. So NAT obviously, which is pretty cool because a lot of the 87s and higher have power-up sets. They're all kind of a coin sink at this moment. At least you can still do these sets for players to improve your team. And my guess is it's going to keep going up and up and up and up and up and up. So I'm cool with it. I still think Weekend League needs to update because it's kind of annoying that Gauntlet has got updated, 3 times so far, while Weekend League has not gotten updated really at all. But,
yeah, well, technically Weekend League just got their monthly rewards.
But is that an update, though, or is it just an addition?
True. I guess
the
it's
pack odds are
just
still
an
kind of
addition.
bad. I mean, the packs do look ridiculous. We'll get into it after this one. The packs do look crazy that you can get out of it. But we'll see. We got to wait to see how the odds are going to be out of those packs and what exactly is going to be the case when that happens. So that's once a month, though, whereas this so far, the past, it's only been 6 weeks of the Gauntlet. We had like 3 updates.
Yeah.
It's 6 weeks. That's crazy.
Who thinks they're ignoring solo players, right? They seem to be focusing a lot and giving a lot to solo players. Would you say Texas or not?
I think they're gonna let to everybody this year. Really, solo players, really all but head-to-head players, all but people who play actual head-to-head.
Yeah.
Because if you play salary cap, you got some good stuff. If you win 6 games of salary cap, you get a lot of coins back, a lot of coins. Plus, you also get like crazy. I think you get an elite player pack, which can contain more than 1 elite in it. Then for DC, 4 wins gets you an elite guarantee plus 20,000 coins. And then solo challenges, you can have an entire Nat team at this point. But for people who are playing actual head-to-head, you just get squad tokens, which if you were close to the Amari Cooper, they just dropped the Janoris Jenkins, and I got to keep grinding for another card. It's not actually worth the amount of tokens it takes to get.
Yeah. I guess.
I'm so
Solos are getting it, though. They get 94 Khalil Mack. Dude, Blockshed's my 92.
That's solo grinding and money spending, though, so that's kind of a combination of the two.
Who?
It's kind of a combination of solo grinding and money spending.
Yeah.
So you got to spend your coins to get that Khalil Mack.
But I the solo grinders are getting it this year. I mean, they're the ones with the Sean T's. They're the one with Odell and Khalil Mack. Like they can build like decent squads so far just from having. I mean, I'm not the one playing solos. I don't know who's done only solos and what their team can look like, but at least you can grab like 3 core guys that you can do damage with Sean T, Odell, and Khalil Mack.
Well,
That's not a bad
Sean
team to
Taylor,
have.
you do need head-to-head wins for Sean Taylor. 75 of them.
True. I didn't think about that. Yeah. So Khalil Mack and Odell, though, 91 route running on Odell, and then that Khalil Mack just blocks everything. So you at least got one.
Except for gold right tackles and salary cap.
Except for the pass, yeah.
Yeah, I got a video of him going against Eric Winston, and he couldn't get off the block at all, 1-on-1, not even be double team.
Wow.
And we figured it out. It's because Khalil Mack wasn't on aggressive. Eric Winston was on aggressive. Khalil Mack wasn't. And he did not get off the block. These stupid ass conservative aggressive things are just ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It goes to show you have a backup, have a line that's backed up. I like having specialized pass rushers in order to sub in. I always have guys with high finesse or power move as backups to sub them in for one formation, run aggressive, and then like just rotate them.
That's exactly what I do now. So I bought all the linemen for the 85 overall versions, And if I run the ball, I sub the 94 run blocking guys. If I pass the ball, I sub the 2 left
Nice.
tackles. Like, I mean,
That's
it's
smart.
annoying, but like, it's just they gave these guys specialized ratings. I might as well just use them. I'm not going to buy the coin to the new card because the old card works just the same.
That's really
So,
smart.
that's
I didn't think of the offensive line side.
Yeah,
That's really
yeah,
good.
On my Budget Beast video that I'm going to be putting out next couple of days, I got those linemen out there, the pass blockers, since that's more important than run blocking this year.
Smart. Texas is a smart man.
Yeah,
All
man.
right.
Watching that vid, you got an extra view right there.
Appreciate it.
All right, so that is it. I guess I can go through the weekend league
Yes.
rewards.
Update the
for
people
monthly.
that don't watch your videos already.
They put in these new rewards. I'll just go through the top 100 since I don't think Elite 1 is probably going to be got. Just basically all the Elite 1 guys are going to be top 100, much like weekly. Does anybody get Elite 1 without getting top 100? Because don't you need like
I don't think it's possible.
you need 19 wins, and 19 wins generally top 100. But anyways, so top 100 awards, you get 20 gold or better players. Crazy.
It's basically one premium pack. It's a big ass premium pack.
Yeah.
Game changer pack times 2.
Yeah,
and
a
one.
game changer pack times 2. Plus 1 Fire Fantasy pack, which is a choice of a full legend, a Team of the Week hero, or a MUT hero. That's kind of crazy.
Do you think EA put fire there because they wanted to let you know it was a fire pack? What?
Because they wanted you to be able to clickbait their video.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, fire pack over here.
Now you're clickbait, and then EA is the sponsor.
Oh, it's so crazy.
Yeah. Well, you could do it in your regular video. Just open a fantasy pack and title it Fire Fantasy Pack. I pulled crazy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, you could, but EA is like, you know what I mean? EA is telling you it's fire before you're actually pulling it.
It better
Shout
be
out
fire.
to EA for that.
Yeah, I'm just it'll be interesting to see those packs on YouTube. I won't be opening one. I won't be going for it unless I guess I could make like the other YouTubers, just ask my buddies to let me open their packs. Are you guys gonna be going for those top 100 packs?
No, that's too many games. So I'd have to
Top
win
100 and what is it though?
weekend
Top
league.
100 just a weekend league in general.
Top 100 a weekend
Yeah.
league. So you gotta go 4 to 5 weeks of winning between 19 and 22 games.
Jeez, I won
Well-
17 games this week. That ain't none.
That's just outside the top. I think top 100 is like 18 wins
And
this week.
you also got to deal with the fact. I mean, you're a better player than I am in the game, but I don't want to be
No,
dealing
it's
with
far
all
from
these
it.
blitzes that's going to be happening the next couple of weeks. So I'm gonna probably stay away from it, but it's gonna be good clickbait. I mean, good video views. So Fox, you got to go for it, bro, and just hope that they don't give you your packs the same day that you get double it. That's what you got to hope for. Get 2 full legends.
That'd be kind of neat.
It's gonna be. I can't wait for all the fullbacks to pop out of those packs though. Can't wait.
Oh, for the fullback to come out, yeah.
I can't wait, bro. I'm gonna see 18 guys pull fullback, 1 guy pull Vic.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it's
the fullback's
100
still going.
people though, right?
Yeah.
So 100 people, 99 are gonna pull fullbacks, and 1's gonna pull like a Rod Woodson or something.
So no Vicks are coming out, huh?
No Vic's coming at those packs. No way. Hell.
Yeah, that would be wild. You get a pick of 1, but you don't get to pick anybody. They give you what? I
Yeah.
guess 3 legends that you get to choose from. Like,
3,
it's
No, no.
92
Fantasy?
or better, or 91 or better.
Yeah, a Team of the Week hero, MUT hero, or a choice of a full legend.
Yeah. So
Oh, so they only give you 1.
1 full
Wow.
legend, 1 Team of the Week hero, 1 MUT hero choice.
Well, okay, EA.
and I guess that hero's gonna keep changing whenever we do stuff. So hero's gonna be for this month. I think next month we might get something for Thanksgiving or something. I don't know.
I could see that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. So I don't. Maybe I'll try it in November. But 4 weeks of weekend league in a row, I don't know if I can manage that.
That's so much games of Madden. It's not like it's hard. It's just do I want to keep doing the same thing?
Yeah.
I know. It's crazy. But anyways, that is it for the podcast. Anything else you guys want to bring up before we call it a wrap?
Yeah. Twitter at Dmoney_VQ, YouTube.com/Pick6 Madden Tips, #always plug.
All
Nice.
the links will be in the description below, so be sure to check out both these guys. If you haven't
that's
subscribed to either one, be sure to subscribe to either one. Thanks for being on the podcast. This is episode number 82. Gut Fox, Dmoney. It was good talking to you,
You too, Texas.
Thank you, brother.
and I'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.
Was it funny or not that I just like shamelessly plugged my